Hello, everyone. There are moments so incredible that it's hard to believe them at first sight. Our new compilation's ready to amaze you. Let's go. Are you gonna bury me in the sand? No, you'll just get stuck. Good try, Eduardo, but the rock is used to a novice thief trying to hide from the police. Air turbulence is perhaps the most uncomfortable thing you can experience when traveling by air. Watch how these passengers were thrown into panic mode when a violent turbulence hit them. Even the flight attendant was sent crashing into the ceiling. This plane was cruising through the skies until a bird decided to mess things up. One of the plane's engines failed after the unexpected airstrike, so the pilot had to make an emergency landing. Thankfully, no one was hurt. In this heartwarming scene, without hesitation, the German Shepherd sprang into action to rescue a friend in need.
He's trying to save you! He's saving you!
Who said only humans can resuscitate humans during an emergency? This hero dog performs this CPR effortlessly, even checking for a pulse. Here's what happens when skydivers decide to take the previous helicopter stunt to the next level. These are crazy folks right here. No fear. Thanks to the parachute, of course. You know you're a boss when you can land an aircraft in the most obscure places. Watch how this plane made something difficult look so easy. Fighter jets can be a real spectacle to watch. Check out how this jet creates a vapor cone while in flight. Everyone wants to shop online, order food delivery, and receive everything at the doorstep. But there are criminals who want to steal even the door to your house, so keep an eye on your deliveries. And there are people capable of walking onto your porch as if they own the place and calmly taking your package. This must be a specialist in stealing from neighbors. Detective or thief? A neighbor who opens your mailbox and takes a package not addressed to her, and on top of that accuses the victim of having strange movements at home. Is she crazy or simply cunning? And to top it all off, she attacks the guy with spray and then puts on a scandal, as if she's been attacked.
Excuse me! Ow! Oh my god! You killed me!
I did not kill you. You're fine.
Oh my god!
Call the madhouse. Going deeper into our list, we have a dog who protected its owner at all costs. Before long, the attacking dog's nowhere to be found, and this protective dog saves the day. Another dog hero is a Great Dane who prevented a house robbery from happening. It was a calm and relaxing afternoon until a strange man attempted to enter the house through the side door. Before long, this Great Dane appears and proceeds to check out who this estranged person is. Later on, the owner comes face to face with the robber and lets out a terrifying scream. This led the dog into protecting mode, jumping and barking at the strange man until he left the house. An unexpected and alarming incident unfolded as the kids headed home. A stray dog suddenly lunged at them, causing immediate panic. When it seemed dire, their loyal pit bull burst out of the house. Without hesitation, the pit bull leaped into action, swiftly engaging the aggressive mutt and forcing it to retreat in haste. At night, a thief sneaked into a lady's home in a quiet neighborhood. Unknown to the intruder, a loyal four-legged guardian was on duty. The dog also prevented the intruder from escaping, allowing its owner to call the police quickly. When a fuel bath can be effective against crime. Give this man a thumbs up below. There are thieves who foresee their future during the crime. Here's a sequence of geniuses who got literally stuck in the bars. Definitely, even to be a thief you need skill. He wasn't a real Spider-Man, but he managed to stop a criminal. No villain will take comics without paying. The spider sense is on alert. An inept thief decided to showcase his lack of skill on a bus and ended up receiving hits instead of bags. The guy was probably relieved when the police arrived. Hunger's so great that it even hinders intelligence. This one went from an attempted assault straight to the burn unit. The grouchy one would be a great character in Chavo's Neighborhood, don't you think? Personally, I'd do anything to see the neighborhood kids getting on his nerves after seeing his reaction. The people present may not have seen what this young man did, but karma never fails. This is the real proof that everything we do comes back. That story about the guardian angel makes a lot of sense here, but we agreed that this little girl's somewhat vengeful and agile. The woman at least learned what not to do. Have you subscribed to Binge Banzo yet? Do it now so you don't miss the best selections of moments. This pit bull is a true protector of the little girl swimming in the pool. She must certainly love this moment, and it could be fundamental in her life to become our next Olympic medalist in the coming years, huh? Two friends stand next to a pool, having the best time of their lives. The fun got too much as the first friend pushed the other into the pool. Nearby, the house dog sees the trouble ahead and springs into action. The dog ran across the house towards the pool, looking for quick ways to help the troubled friend. Everyone watching was amazed by this dog's act. Thankfully, this guard dog's on standby, alert to the immediate threat. These two dogs become frantic when they see that their owner might be in trouble. Just look. Well, what goes around comes around. That rule's clear. It's no different here. I'd feel very embarrassed if I were in that young person's shoes. It was supposed to be stealing a 75-inch TV, but apart from recognizing the object, the thieves knew nothing else. They just ended up falling. Where the head goes, does the body follow? The blow is there. Falls who wants. In any situation, you could be surprised with a bucket of cold water. This one ran like a scalded cat. It seemed the robbery was going too well, but they didn't count on a hole in the middle of the road. A car camera filmed a scene that looks like it's out of a movie with The Rock. Karma never fails. It didn't take long here. I can almost feel the pain from here. Ouch, my back.
Chilling behind the wheel on a sunny evening, this driver got jerked back to reality by an unexpected LPG car tank explosion from a car in front. We don't know who the unfortunate driver was, but it was all just a scare. No one hurt.
CRISPR declaration.
The entire scene seemed like a prison break. Now, we don't know what made this cow embark on this daring feat, but thankfully, the incoming drivers were smart enough to avoid running it down. There's a common phrase about raining cats and dogs. However, this town in Mexico experienced a real-life horror scene when it rained blackbirds.
To the ground.
Over 1,000 birds dropped down from the sky instantly, like a dark cloud.
Black smoke. A moment later, many of them.
Hundreds died upon impact with the concrete, but most of them flew away. There's no telling why this happened, but chances are we'll never get to see something so unreal again.
Happened. A flock of black birds swirled to the ground. It's like nothing you've ever seen before.
These locals in India had the opportunity of a lifetime when nature decided to rain down fish on the road in broad daylight. The fish rain caused so much traffic as some people tried to get them out of the way, while others simply tried to pack them home for soups and stews.
The explosion of this gas occurred in 2020 at a gas station in Russia. Fortunately, everyone was able to evacuate safely. Not even children are exempt from instant karma. And yet, some say being a parent's easy. We can't say if this was the power of instant karma, or if we can call it a heroic act. Well, that guy could easily join the Avengers.
There's a common phrase about raining cats and dogs. However, this town in Mexico experienced a real-life horror scene when it rained blackbirds.
To the ground.
Over 1,000 birds dropped down from the sky instantly, like a dark cloud.
Black smoke. A moment later, many of them.
Hundreds died upon impact with the concrete, but most of them flew away. There's no telling why this happened, but chances are we'll never get to see something so unreal again.
Happened. A flock of black birds swirled to the ground. It's like nothing you've ever seen before.
These locals in India had the opportunity of a lifetime when nature decided to rain down fish on the road in broad daylight. The fish rain caused so much traffic as some people tried to get them out of the way, while others simply tried to pack them home for soups and stews. This driver saw his life flash before his eyes when an army of deers popped out of nowhere, crossing his path. The last one nearly crashed into his windshield. Luckily, deer or humans were harmed in the making of this video, including the vehicle, of course. It's not every day you get to see a driver who is insanely skilled and incredibly brave behind the wheel. The crazy driver in this video was being chased by the cops. However, instead of speeding away, he decided to take a moment and show them his drifting skills. Damn, even the cops were so impressed they let him get away.
A few moments later.
It was a beautiful sight to behold when a herd of capybaras decided to cross a busy road in Brazil unassisted. The cute furry creatures carefully line up before majestically walking across to the other side.
Eles vão parar. Ah, eu não tô acreditando nisso.
Chinese folks on a highway had a lot on their plates when nature decided to release the wrath of the sands of time. A giant sandstorm swept across the landscape, the kind of thing you only find in deserts or in the movies. This dust storm really took Made in China to a whole new level. Sinkholes can be every driver's nightmare. However, it's not every day you get to see one in the making.
Oh!
Watch this beautiful, massive sinkhole as it forms in the middle of a highway in Colorado.
Oh! There goes more of it, there goes more of it.
Yeah, it's way under.
It's always nice to see supercars on the highway. However, this guy was lucky to see a Formula One racing car casually cruising right in front of him. This was a 1 in a million moment that no one would have believed it wasn't filmed. The car quickly sped out of sight thanks to all that nitro boost. Drivers in this video were on the edge of their seats when a male lion strolled majestically across the road like it was no man's business. Kudos to the driver who had the balls to record this video. It seems the king of the jungle is also the king of the road. Well, at least he wasn't aggressive.
Este atleta não ligou para as medalhas recebidas. Sua compaixão o fez vencer o jogo. Veja esse sorriso.
A warm beach, sunny skies, cool, refreshing waters, and planes flying over your head. Here's what a normal day at St. Martin Beach looks like. You'd want to be careful not to get swept away by the blasts of air from the engine, though. Grab your headphones and listen to the sonic boom as this fighter jet breaks the sound barrier. Seeing these jets in action up close is truly a thing of beauty. Here's what you call a beautiful air show. It takes great skill and precision to pull off a perfectly timed landing and takeoff like this. Exceptional. The US Air Force is known for its mind-blowing aircraft and bombers. Here's one of their top ones, the B-2 stealth bomber. I'm not sure why, but this stuff looks alien, like a UFO or something. Insane technology. The thief who steals from a child really deserves a reprimand. He left without the bicycle and with his pride wounded.
What's wrong with you?
That thief who goes to steal cosmetics in the pharmacy doesn't try to hide. Confronts the security guard and thinks everything will be fine. Deserves the Madhouse Award. This is the criminal who thinks he has all the time in the world, but in prison he'll have plenty of time to think about the stupidity he committed. And the kitty that just wanted a car ride to impress the lady cats but got caught in the act. The individual who wanted to steal the manhole cover but saw his life hanging by a thread. That hurt even me. Another little feline criminal, more concerned about the item of theft than the escape route. Crime always leads the criminal to the trash. There are skilled humans, and then there are daredevils. The two guys in this clip are a combination of both. Watch how they jumped into a plane in midair using nothing but a wingsuit. Thankfully, no one was hurt. If you're a fan of GTA, how would you like to see a GTA stunt done in real life? Merely watching him re-enter the tunnel gives you goosebumps. But he pulled through excellently. I guess Red Bull really does give you wings. Here's another clip showing US Navy pilots doing the extraordinary. This is a close-up view of the famous Blue Angels, known for doing crazy stunts. Just so you know, the missiles on these jets are fake. But still, it requires a lot of skill and precision to pull this crazy shit off. US Navy sailors truly have balls of steel. Here's another excellent video of a helicopter pilot landing in an impossible spot. Trust me, Flight Academy won't teach you this. You've got to develop the skills, experience, and balls to pull this off on your own. Here's a pilot's perspective of a fighter jet ascending during flight. This F-16 fighter jet shot up from 0 to 15,000 feet in less than 20 seconds. The view from up there is just breathtaking. The aviation industry can be fun in many ways. Here's how pilots play soccer. But of course, you can't try this with a jet. In fact, don't try this at home. This pilot's just doing what he's already trained to do 100 times. Here's another clip of how Navy pilots play games in the skies. Risky? Yes. Beautiful? Hell yeah. Here's a good example of how things can go wrong right at the last minute of a flight. This jet's engine caught fire just when the pilot was about to land. However, the fires were put out, and everyone landed safely without injuries. Here's what champs do when they're high on Red Bull. Watch how this pilot effortlessly glides through a building. Damn, impressive. This video will scare the shit out of you. Except, of course, if you work in the aviation industry. Here's what a passenger filmed a few minutes after takeoff. Looks like the engine's on fire, right? Nope, these are just stalling compressors, causing the fuel to burn outside the engine and causing a visible fire. Nothing to worry about, at least for now. Now, I bet you've seen an air show, but how about a bomb show? Watch how this F-22 delivers a superb bomb blast before executing a smooth turn and vertical liftoff into space. What a beast. Now, here's what I'd like to call a touch and go. Simple yet dangerous landing on the edge with a dramatic takeoff. Pilots sure do know how to make an impression. Dog heroes can be anywhere and do not have to be family before they save you. In this clip, a street mugger attempts to snatch a lady's purse and quietly walks up to her from behind. The dog sits in the corner, watching and patiently waiting for what's about to happen. The woman will undoubtedly be thankful and likely get a dog hero like our canine friend. Besides being man's best friends, dogs can also be loyal bodyguards. This act shows complete confidence that his dog's ready to protect him at any time.
Go! Oh shit. He won't let me!
Sit.
Oh my god!
Antes do jogo, um fã se encontra com um jogador para discutir o tipo de dança comemorativa a ser feita se o jogador marcasse um gol. Jack Grealish é realmente um homem de palavra. Com uma dedicação ao seu companheiro de equipe que perdeu a mãe recentemente. Que verdadeiro espírito futebolístico.
A woman was startled to discover a large black bear entering her kitchen. Her two faithful dogs sprang into action as the massive creature closed in. The courageous dogs chased the black bear out of the house, ensuring the safety of their owner. In seconds, the intruder was sent fleeing into the woods. During the day, a German Shepherd suddenly wakes up compound and starts to bark incessantly at his owner. Despite her irritation, she finally relented and followed her dog. To her horror, a tree branch fell on where she initially sat. In this footage, a father and a child just got home, highlighting the family scooter. Unbeknownst to this duo, a slithering cobra lurks in the corner of the house, ready to strike the child as they try to get inside. Thankfully, their dogs arrived on the scene, sensing the danger, and they launched a vicious attack against this reptile. On a sunny afternoon, a burglar attempted to break into a home by climbing its not-so-high gate. Little did he know that the vigilant homeowner had a loyal and fearless dog on duty. The burglar had no choice but to climb out of the house the same way he came in. A peaceful day in a quiet corner store was disrupted by a masked robber who stormed in, demanding cash. The intruder became so startled by the dog's presence and menacing bark that he attempted to flee for his life. In a futile attempt, the dog bites him outside the store, catching passersby's attention. A man prepares to go out of his home on a warm evening. Unknown to him, he was ambushed by robbers, attempting to rob him of his possessions and possibly end his life. In a twinkle of an eye, your two dogs jumped from the car and charged towards the robbers. A young girl played beside the dog in the backyard. At a moment's notice, a sinister figure broke into their house. With a deep, intimidating growl, he charges toward the intruder and bites this estranged person, trying to make a run for it after grabbing the young girl. Now, let's see a seaplane in action. Landing seaplanes can be just as risky as their land counterparts. Watch how this pilot nearly crashed while trying to land. Luckily, there were no sharks in the area. It was total chaos in this plane when a major turbulence hit, terrifying passengers. Just listen to their screams. Someone even asked to get off in midair. Damn, must have been horrible for these guys. This happened in Argentina, by the way, and no one was hurt. Here's what pilots have to go through when trying to land a plane amid a storm. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You've got to take the plane back up. Dilemma of a pilot. Here's another video of a pilot landing during a storm. This pilot's performing a very difficult skill, something called crosswind landing. It's when pilots land planes sideways to bypass storm winds. This clip shows a passenger plane wheel slowly catching fire before finally falling off moments before takeoff. The passenger who filmed this was pretty calm, but I can't say the same for the other passengers. Here's an aerial view of what it looks like when landing at the world's most dangerous airport. One slip up and you could be sent crashing into the mountains. However, this pilot stuck the landing perfectly, right on the middle line. Smooth. This weird video, filmed by a motorist, would have you believing that the Matrix is real. This plane wasn't moving at all, yet it was a real plane in flight. It just appeared to be stuck in the sky above the bridge. Comment in the comment section if you've ever experienced something as weird as this. Their vigilant guard dog, displaying extraordinary bravery, confronted the looming danger head-on. This next hero dog shows how they instinctively recognize threats, like the silent danger of snakes, and step in without hesitation to safeguard their loved ones. How amazing! This one received the quickest response from nature. He failed to knock down the poor tree that wasn't bothering anyone. Is it really worth risking everything for a few likes? Well, here the victorious one was the kitty that was going to be trolled. His owner will not try to sabotage him anymore to go viral on social networks. I'm sure of that. But this cat here wasn't so lucky. His companion just wanted to rest in peace. But that seemed difficult for the big guy who ended up crashing to the floor. Well done, I'd say. Breaking something in the market or in a store is already embarrassing. But this man went further and crashed to the ground, and the security camera captured it all. He should never return to the establishment again. Everyone grew up hearing that you shouldn't bother someone who's calm. There was no need to bother the resting puppy. Sometimes karma's a little calf protecting its mother. What a hit! Another agile dog making the man receive his due for his evilness. Or, well, for his intention to do evil. What many call instant karma, I'd call caution. The person on the inside seems to already know what's going to happen. If you're a young adult, you still remember what it's like to be rebellious in adolescence. Well, everything has a price. Not everything that goes comes back, at least not the way it's expected. The man in the video was quick, but he lacked a solid plan. He went to mock the poor duck and ended up bad. Well, at least it makes for a humorous video. He spent too much time planning the scam. But he forgot to look in his pockets. You can never watch enough of dogs coming out on top, so sit back and enjoy these satisfying moments. It's like facing a Monday routine without any holidays in sight. Sometimes karma can be a cunning adversary.
Vai!
Never interrupt someone during a private moment. Someone didn't warn this guy and the worst happened. Those unexpected dips are always the best. At least for us who are watching. The pranks of these kids did not go very well. Surely the owner of this house didn't like the boys at all. He just needed a precise hit and the desire to come out unscathed from a possible assault. His attitude earned him a flight worthy of an Oscar. We all think it's fun and games when we see pilots do crazy turns and stunts in midair. However, here's a pilot's perspective. Sis literally turned into a grandma in 3 seconds. This is exactly what gravity does to you when flying at 9.5 G. Hats off to all the pilots out there. The bond and instinct of a loyal canine can truly be a lifesaver in unexpected moments. In this scene, a dog protects a family residing near the forest, home to dangerous predators. This animal is the formidable Komodo dragon, whose bite can kill a full-grown adult. While valiantly defending its territory, this hero dog launched a spirited attack on this ferocious beast. Victory at last, as the Komodo dragon made a run for it. The incredible bond and bravery of dogs never cease to amaze, especially in dire situations. Their instinct to help and protect is truly commendable. Thanks to their unwavering love and remarkable instincts, dogs have an extraordinary way of making us feel safe. Clover, a Maremma mix, demonstrated her innate heroism when her owner, Haley Moore, collapsed during a walk due to a seizure. Acting swiftly, Clover stopped incoming traffic on the road and sought help without ever losing sight of her beloved human. She backed into the road, blocking an approaching vehicle until a concerned passerby came to Haley's aid. Although Haley has no memory of the incident, she takes immense pride in her furry companion. Another canine heroic tale happened in the United States. Thomas Panic was a marathon athlete who had blindness. Finishing up this race will require sight and agility. Thankfully, with the help of his service dog, Thomas completed the marathon race. This earned him the title of the first blind man to complete a marathon race, and he has his service dog to thank for that.
Numa partida de futebol americano, os dois times rivais concordaram em deixar um garoto que luta contra o câncer marcar um home run. Para a alegria de milhares de espectadores. Apesar da intensa rivalidade em quadra, este clipe mostra a reação da equipe quando um jogador importante sofreu uma lesão significativa durante o jogo. Colocando sua rivalidade de lado, ofereceram orações silenciosas enquanto os médicos esportivos atendiam ao jogador lesionado. É por isso que ele é um dos melhores a pisar no campo.
Messi verfolgt. Ja, kann auch rotzig. Der 33-Jährige.
Ele esperou por esse momento a vida.
Trust me, the last thing you'd want to do as a pilot in this plane is to sneeze or take your hands off the wheel for 1 second. If that happens, kaboom. But this guy's a pro, so no worries. This Navy pilot thought it'd be nice to sweep the runway one more time before takeoff. Crazy guy. This goes to everyone who doesn't have the skills to fly a plane. You can be like this girl here, hang off from a plane and then dive off when you're 20,000 feet in the air. You need balls of steel for this, though. Watch this scary moment when a pilot caught a UFO zooming past his plane right on camera. The speed of these things is just beyond imagining. Damn. Here's what we call a near-death experience. He's literally the luckiest man alive. Here's why Grandma always said to look both ways before crossing the street. Side note, don't try this at home. Red Bull won't give you wings. It seems birds have beef with passenger planes, as the number of bird strikes just keeps increasing. Here's the view from inside of a passenger plane after a bird strike damaged the engines. Thankfully, no one was hurt as the plane made an emergency landing. Here's what a relic from the past sounds like. The last SR-71 was built in the late 1990s. Just listen to that sonic boom.
That thing's that's a
No, sir.
This badass jet made a car alarm go off even from that distance. It makes you wonder what kind of aircraft the military has now that they're not telling us about. If this was the test to prove you're a real man, 90% of men would fail. Parachute or not, it takes real guts to pull something like this off. Hats off to this guy right here. Here's what it looks like when a lady is balls of steel. Hanging on from the wing of a plane is one thing, but sitting on it? Sis went from being a passenger to a wing model. Looks like she had fun though. Here's how a pilot had to jump out of his plane a few seconds before it crashed. Although it may seem like he had engine troubles, the funny thing is that this man crashed this plane on purpose. Things went sideways when the aviation industry found out his ugly secret. Here's what I'd like to call the best landing ever. Watch how this pilot makes it look easy. I bet the passengers never knew when they hit the runway. Smooth as butter. Here's a scary moment when a passenger spotted something bizarre flying next to the plane. No one would have believed this if it weren't caught on camera. UFO? Alien? I guess we'll never know.
Okay, what is that? Holy crap.
Mãe orgulhosa. Quem está cortando cebolas? Vou chorar. Veja quando um piloto entra em ação para resgatar outro piloto após um acidente na pista de corrida. Você não vai morrer. Não enquanto eu estiver aqui. Bem, o que posso dizer? Respeito retribuído. Não é todo dia que você enfrenta seu ídolo e o vence no auge durante as Olimpíadas. Mandou bem, Gatling. Acho que vou começar a assistir mais tênis. Deem uma medalha para esse homem. Que arremesso! Nenhum atleta está preparado para sofrer alguma lesão em um jogo importante. Veja a reação desse tenista adversário. Nenhum atleta está preparado para sofrer alguma lesão em um jogo importante. Veja a reação desse tenista adversário. Bem, se isso não te faz sorrir, não sei o que fará. Duas grandes equipes, maiores ainda pela atitude e compaixão de seus jogadores com esse garotinho, que apesar de sua saúde, estava feliz enquanto os jogadores se revezavam para dar autógrafos e tirar fotos com ele. Veja o momento emocionante de quando o time do Vila Real vestiu um garotinho como um de seus jogadores. Ele se tornou o capitão do time e até entrou em campo para fazer alguns chutes incríveis. Isso mostra que o espírito do futebol, por mais intenso que seja, pode ser empático. Jogadores sonham em competir nos maiores palcos de suas carreiras. Mas e se tudo desmoronar? Veja quando esse atleta não consegue continuar e recebe apoio de seu pai.
So, what did you think of this compilation? Take the opportunity to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe here at Binge Banzo. See you in the next video.